first opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And Pickett will keep this on the option. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually
first catch. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 20, Harris will start the drive out. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Watt. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. But in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game. That quick 3 and out. That's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now Watson throws another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. An option handoff given to Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Bernie, we ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It got his man complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
York on the 4th field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Pickett. Open man here is Gentry. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings out 35 now. Pickett back to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through on the nice pass breakup there. Fortunately, he was on the spot. He's only got left to prevent the first down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They run for it with Hunt, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hoped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third, Watson. He's going to and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Austin. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Pickett. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off play action. Pickett. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Pickett sets up play action. And he'll just get rid of it. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Pickett right back to the air again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This is the one, boys. Here we go.
To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Harris is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Again, it's Harris. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Chubb will get the call running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.